Good morning, Orangetheory family. Coach Rachel here, and welcome to day 49 of your at-home workouts. We've got a strength and power day for you today. So you're going to need a mini band if you have one, a couple of lightish weights, and then a couple of slightly heavier weights. It's strength and power. Blocks 1, 3 and 5 are going to involve total body and cardio. Blocks 2 and 4, we're going to work on that core, and then block 6 is going to be that bonus power round. Grab your friends and family, make sure you hashtag it I can, I will. Get ready to have loads of fun, and we'll see you there.
Kia kaha orange whanau. Be strong, be brave.
Kia ora Orange whanau. My name is Coach Zusje here from Christchurch, New Zealand. I'm going to be delivering you a dynamic warm-up, and this is going to prep and prime your body for this incredible cardio, strength and core workout ahead. This dynamic warm-up is going to be 5 minutes in total, and we've got 5 exercises for 1 minute apiece. We're going to start down onto our mat, and we're going to be transitioning through 2 movements to start off with. This is going to be our cobra into our child's pose. So we start down on the mat with our feet down. We're going to have our hands underneath our shoulders and our chest tall. From here, we're going to exhale, bring your knees as wide as your mat and sit your hips back down onto your heels. We will transition between these 2 movements for our first 60 seconds. Your second movement is hip rocks. We're going to need to make sure we've got enough space to bring our leg out to the side of our body. Your hands are underneath your shoulders, and then we're going to sit our hips back onto our heels. We're going to be going 30 seconds each side, so keep an eye out on that timer. Third exercise, we're going to be going into an alternating bird dog. We're going to be bringing up our opposite hand and opposite leg, heels push behind us, and we're aiming to get our biceps up in line with our ears if your range of motion allows. We're then going to go into an alternating reverse lunge. We come up onto our feet for this one, feet are hip width apart, chest nice and tall, and shoulders back. We're going to be bringing our knees down, feet to 90 degrees. And as you look down, you want to make sure that you can still see your toes underneath your knees. Other than that, eye gaze, always looking forward. Your last one is designed to get your heart rate nice and high. This is our seal jacks. We're going to have our feet hip width apart, your palms are faced together and your hands in line with your sternum. We're going to be taking our hands out and in at the same time as our legs. And if you need a low impact option, we're going to step it out to the side. But just make sure that you're ready for the workout ahead. Let's get to work.
It's time to do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. Kia ora team, my name is Coach Matt, coming to you all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand with your first working block. Block number 1 today is going to be a 6-minute block. We're going to have some timed intervals. You'll work between 2 exercises for a total of 8 rounds. Exercise number 1 is going to be our strength-based exercise today. We're going to start with 20 seconds rest, and then it'll slowly decrease throughout the block by 5 seconds. Exercise number 2 is going to be our cardio-based exercise. We're going to start with 10 seconds rest, and that'll increase by 5 seconds rest throughout the block. You're going to see the same format throughout today's workout, so let's get into that first exercise. Your first exercise is that goblet squat. We're going to need that medium-sized weight. For myself, I'm using a bucket here filled with some weights. We're going to pop that weight up at chest height. We're going to make sure those feet are about shoulder width apart. Core engaged back nice and straight. Take those shoulders back and down. From here, looking straight ahead, we're going to slowly lower our hips down towards the floor, push through those heels and squeeze those glutes. Slowly control it down to that squat position and then drive it up. Your option for this one here, guys, is less range of motion, or we can remove that weight here for that goblet squat. Exercise number 2 in this block is going to be our body weight cardio. This is really going to elevate that heart rate, and we're going to take ourselves up towards that orange zone here. It's everyone's favorite exercise, the burpee. With the burpee team, we're going to make sure our hands are at the top of our mat. We're going to shoot those feet out into that high plank position, pop it back up and jump at the top. You're going to make sure that core is engaging, your back is nice and straight, and get that powerful jump it towards the ceiling. Your option, place those hands down, walk it out, walk it back into that calf raise at the top. This is a 6-minute block. Let's get to work.
about to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's party, get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on, baby, go crazy, everybody hit the floor. We on an adventure, maybe we'll get so hazy till the morning shows the light. No, I can't get enough, you know I hold it down. The music's steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Put your hands to the sky. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. It's about to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's party, get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on, baby, go crazy, everybody hit the floor. We on an adventure, maybe we'll get so hazy till the morning shows the light. No, I can't get enough, you know I hold it down. The music's steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Put your hands to the sky. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Yeah, we got that money, got that money.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember your gains.
What's up, Orange Nation? My name's Sierrah, and I'm here all the way from Auckland, New Zealand. I'm here to take you through your second block of the day. We're going to be focusing a little bit more on core for the next 4 minutes here. You got 30 exercises, and we're just going to repeat that until time is called. So for your first one, you guys, we have a seated torso rotation. On this, placing both heels on the mat, you're going to sit up and out of your pelvis here. Keeping a nice broad chest here. You're going to start to take your chest back. Once you feel that core locked in and tight, we're going to put those arms out in front of you here. Now, as we rotate side to side, we want to go ahead and continue to open up through the chest. Pretend like your heart is shining out of that chest, rotating side to side, keeping your eyes on the prize. Your next one here, you guys, we have your hip raises. So on this one, you guys, laying your back flat on the mat, palms are going to be facing down. Lifting both legs up to the ceiling here, you're going to try and get those feet all the way up to the ceiling, making as small of motions as possible. We want to make sure that we're not swinging whatsoever and making those small movements up and down. Your option is going to be going onto those knees and just once again, lifting those hips up and off of the ground there. Your last exercise is your bicycle, guys, so let's get straight into it. Hands right behind your head here. You're going to extend one leg out, bending at the other, taking that opposite elbow to your knee and getting that shoulder blade up and off the ground, really focusing on that twist there. Your option is putting both those feet down, one at a time, taking that knee to elbow, elbow to knee, twisting through those obliques. Now let's get ready to go, team.
treat every all out like it is your last effort of the day. Short rest for high reward.
Here we are, block number 3. This is going to follow the same format as our first working block of the day. As a reminder, it is 6 minutes in duration, but we now have a new strength exercise and a new cardio exercise. That rest is still kept really short to keep that intensity high and the results massive. Let's get started. We're going to go into an iso hip bridge with a chest fly. This is our strength exercise, and we're going to be needing our 2 medium weights. To start off with, you want to lay yourself back onto the mat and you want your heels to be underneath your knees. With your weight above your sternum, you're going to dig your heels into the ground, brace your glutes and keep that core nice and tight. With the weight, you are going to be keeping a soft bend in the elbow while they come away from the body, squeezing your chest at the top. If you need an option for this exercise, we'll limit the range of motion, or we can take our hips down to the mat and then from here just focus on that upper body movement. Your cardio exercise of this block is a running man. Our set position, your palms are going to be underneath your shoulders, your feet are going to be hip width apart. From here, we're driving our knees up towards our chest, high heart rate. Let's go for pace. If you need an option for this one here, take your hands and elevate them onto a chair, a couch, or anything you might have in your home. Let's get to it.
If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun. Resolution is the
It's time to do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. Alright team, you guys are smashing this workout so far. Let's keep it up. We're going to move into block number 4. Block number 4 is another 4-minute block, very similar to block number 2. We're going to work with another 3 bodyweight exercises with a large focus on that core, keeping the rep count the same, 10, 10 and 20. Our first exercise of the block is going to be a forearm plank Spider-Man. So we're going to come into that forearm plank. We're going to make sure those elbows are directly under your shoulders, your core is engaged and your back stays nice and straight. Tuck that belly button in towards your spine, keep those thighs nice and tight. From here, we're going to take that knee out towards the same elbow and we're going to work through those side obliques. Your option for this exercise is to take one knee down towards the floor and continue to take that knee out towards your elbow. Alright team, our second exercise is going to be that back extension. So take that body down towards the floor, keep those toes pointed and keep your hands in behind your head. We're going to lift our upper body up towards the ceiling, squeeze through those glutes and work through that lower back. Your option for this back extension is going to be less range of motion and don't go up as high. Your final exercise of the block is a swimmer. We're going to go for 20 reps in total. We're going to keep those legs nice and straight, arms extended, and we're going to lift alternating arm and alternating leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to work that entire posterior chain. Your option is to slow things down and just don't go as fast with a little bit more control. Alright team, you've got this 4-minute block, block number 4. Let's get ready to get to work.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember your gains.
Hey team, it's Sierra here, ready to get you through your block number 5. Now, you've seen this format in block 1 and block 3. Now we're just going to swap up the exercises to get that booty burning. So let's get started with this mini band here. If you have one at home, awesome. If not, no big deal. We're going to start with putting this mini band just below the knee there. So do make sure that it's not covering the knee, it is below. Go ahead and stand up nice and tall. From here, feet should be about hip width apart. You're going to turn those knees away from the body and sitting that bum back, keeping the chest nice and proud here. From here, we're going to take a big step out to the side, and we're going to let that foot return back to that hip width apart. Big step out to the side, back to hip width. You're going to take 3 steps to the side, and then you're going to go 3 steps to the other side here. Making sure that your feet are in the same train track the whole time, and we don't see any toes moving in or toes moving out. Now, after we get done with your 4 rounds of that, you're gonna go straight into a speed skater lunge. So with this one, you guys, we're in that quarter squat once again, chest is lifted, big leap out to the side. Think about closing the gap between your thighs here. We wanna keep that foot up and off of the ground. Now your option here is gonna be driving that opposite knee to elbow, keeping the chest nice and lifted here. Let's do it, team.
remember all the love you keep inside. Now flow with me.
Team, imagine how great it is going to feel when we are done knowing we gave it everything. Dig deep. It is always worth it.
Team, we are now going to be putting together all of those cardio exercises from the workout today in this final block. It is a 3.5 minute block, and we're going to be spending 30 seconds with each exercise. We've got 2 rounds to go through, and there'll be a 30-second rest after your first completed round. Your 3 exercises you have already seen today, we're now going to do them in a reverse order. We've got 30 seconds of speed skaters, 30 seconds of your running man, 30 seconds of the burpee for 2 rounds. Empty the tank, let's get to work.
It's time to do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. Alright team, awesome work. What a way to finish that workout. Now it's time to cool it down and get ready for our flexibility block. Our flexibility block is going to be a 4-minute block. We've got 5 stretches to make our way through. Our first stretch, we're going to go into a standing overhead side reach. So stretch those fingertips up towards the ceiling, really open up that core. We're going to slowly rotate that body down to one side as we hold for 20 seconds here, really stretching out through those side obliques and through those lats. We're going to make sure that head's in line with our spine as we do so here for the 20 seconds. Our second stretch, we've got that standing chest stretch. So take those fingertips up towards the ceiling, elbows bent at 90 degrees, and slowly pull back here, making that chest nice and proud. You want to pretend that those hands are on the door frame and you're trying to walk through so we can really open that chest up nice and wide here for 20 seconds in total. Your third stretch is going to be that standing quad stretch. So take one heel up towards your bottom, keep those knees nice and close together as we stretch through the front of the thigh here, holding for 20 seconds on each side here. Option, hold on to that wall for that little bit of support with that balance. Our second to last stretch here is going to be that standing toe reach. So take those feet in a little closer, chest proud, shoulders back and down. We're going to tip over from our hips, feel that nice big stretch through our hamstrings, and we're going to reach down towards the floor without rolling out that back too much here. Your option is to come in behind the calves and just reach down towards those shins here for a little bit less range of motion as we hold for 20 seconds. Our final stretch of the day is going to be that figure 4 stretch. So take a lie down on your back. We're going to take one leg over the center so that ankle's in line with that knee. We're going to reach through the center, grab a hold of that hamstring, and take a lie back down. You should feel this through the back of the legs, through that opposite leg, as we slowly pull through. We're going to hold it here for 20 seconds on each side. This is going to be your final stretch today. Let's get ready to get to work, team. This is your 4-minute flexibility block.
I don't wanna be a close call. Don't wanna be stuck in the middle. Wanna have it all. I'm not a high hope, I'm not an almost. I'm better with my weakness showing. Exposed, still growing. If I got one shot in life, keep my eyes wide, cause I'm living real fast in double time. There ain't no box that you could label with my name. Ain't no way you could fit me in a frame, cause I wanna make waves. No time to play safe, I wanna make change. No time to be comfortable, cause I wanna make waves. No time to play safe, yeah, I wanna make change. I don't wanna be comfortable. I'm never gonna be an almost, just because I'm too scared to fall. I push it back a little. When life's pinned me to the wall, don't wanna play it back in slow mo. Oh, think about the time gone.